So what is with you?
One question, sir. I think I've been longing to see you for 3 years now. After I see you,
What?
I've been longing to see you for 3 years now.
You have been longing to see me for 3 years now. Now that you see that you can go back home.
No. My practice, I think it's improved yesterday. The control thing that I mentioned yesterday, right? So
What?
that control thing.
Yeah.
So I think it is because I know what sati feels like when it understands all the aspects of breath, and when I force it at the beginning, that's where the control happens.
Yeah.
And I should not do that. Whatever I can observe, I observe and start it from there. I think this is the
Yeah. I mean this control thing. You always have to. The moment you see you take control of the breath, or you see also expectations coming up, then you should, stop for a moment and say relax and then go back on. Otherwise, you will never be able to let control, of the breath.
Ajahn, one more thing, in Upchara Samadhi, I have observed there is a anxiety coming up.
Then it's not Upachara Samadhi.
No, before entering.
Yeah, before you enter it, that might be, yeah.
And I'm trying to understand what thought is that triggers this thing, but I'm not able to locate it.
That's what the kilesas want to know, what triggers them. Yeah? The anxiety comes from the kilesas, because when you enter Upachara Samadhi, the kilesas have no reign over you. So, yeah, when a father sees that a child, goes loose, he feels anxiety, because he has no control over the child anymore. So it's the kilesas, who control you. And the moment you enter Upachara Samadhi, they have no control over you.
It's like a fear.
Yes, it's a fear. And this fear becomes extremely strong, when you enter Appana Samadhi. And you just have to acknowledge it, Do not suppress it, you acknowledge it, whatever, and whatever can go, let it go, and whatever stays, let it stay. There will always be something,
But is it located?
What?
Can I analyze this thing? Can I?
No, it's no point in analyzing. The whole practice is about experience. Analyzing is that, what the kilesas use, and what we are trained to do, We try to analyze everything, and we will never get down to the truth. But if we see it with our own eyes, just like I said, with observing the animals, when you see it with your own eyes, how can you not know what's going on? You don't need to analyze. But we try it always, We try to analyze this, analyze that, and never anything good happens from them. There's only words and actions that change the situation. But analyzing doesn't change. We can use it in our job. That's where it is useful. That's why we need to analyze things. But,
one more question. During work, my work involves reading a lot of research papers, working on prototype. It's a heavy mental work, and during that time, my sati is completely gone, and I feel so drained that after that, I start meditating and fall asleep.
You start
meditating and I fall asleep.
Yeah.
And it becomes very intense mental work, and I don't know how to combine both of them.
You're not mentally working for 8 hours a day. You will sometimes have a coffee, or you sometimes go to the toilet, and that's where you refresh you.
Ajahn, at that point of time, when I do for brief moments, the control happens.
Yes. And also the same thing, relax. The moment you see the control happens, relax. Yeah? The control is always wanting something, wanting. Yeah? And then tell yourself, no, we don't want something. The only thing that we want is to want to know what is happening. Not judging, not wanting this or that to happen. We want to know what is happening. You're going on a woman's slip.
But I have a question about first about Buddha meditation, and the second one about daily reflection. So about Buddha meditation, I've been noticing that while I've been getting better at not falling asleep, I still keep falling asleep at the wrong time. Like right now, it's around this time that I start to fall asleep. But in the evenings, like when I'm supposed to fall asleep, that's when I'm like all awake. It's like
that's good.
But what about in the morning?
I mean, sometimes this changes. If you feel too sleepy in the morning, then go to sleep in the morning. Yeah, but then use the night to practice.
Oh, just basically adapt myself to. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't matter when. When we sleep. Don't sleep too much. That is the only key. If you see you sleep in the morning, you sleep in the afternoon, you sleep in the night, then it's too much. Why
did I go here in the first place then? Because I noticed that I've been taking instead of doing that, I've been taking coffee so as to ensure. I don't know. It's kind of like abusing myself with coffee in the morning. So
whatever. I mean, feel the rhythm. And as long as you know, I mean, you don't sleep more than 4 or 5 hours a day in total. Then it's fine. Then sleep whenever you feel it is necessary.
Okay, then.
But when we start to practice really hard, then we don't sleep when we are tired. Then we lie down when we are not tired, and we instantly fall asleep.
Yeah.
But I mean, in the beginning, do it like this. I mean, until you really get into practice, and then you can do it like.
Okay. Then. All right. So.
I mean, when I was practicing 16, 18 hours a day, I mean, I normally wasn't tired, but the body was tired because of sitting and walking. So the moment I started to lay down, halfway I was already asleep.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. All right, thank you, Bhante. And the second question has to do with the reflection. I've been trying to do it for basically ever since I got here, even before I got here. But I noticed that while it's simple enough to implement, it's hard to implement. It's like, what came next? And what I've been trying to do before coming here and asking this question is I've been trying to split the reflection into segments. Is that all right? Like, for example, in the afternoon, I'll start remembering whatever happened from morning to afternoon and then later. Okay, then.
It's okay. And remember, if you don't remember anything, just skip to the next. Don't try to remember, because that, that fuels up, and then memories from yesterday and and then thoughts of tomorrow coming.
Oh, the analysis.
And don't judge it. If you don't remember something, what did I do after brushing my teeth? I can't remember. Okay, go to the next thing that you remember. Because then there was no sati after. While you brushed your teeth, you lost your sati, and then you don't remember what you did. But the more often you do, the more, that it trains the sati during the day.
So it's an indicator then of how much sati I've developed.
Okay then. I mean, if you remember everything, that means you have sati during the day.
But was it okay to even start like doing the reflection like several times a day?
It's okay. I mean, if you're not used to, but try to keep it short, yeah. Don't go into thoughts, yeah. Just pull up the memory, you know, what was it, what kind of feelings, what kind of thoughts, you know, were there, yeah, and then go to the next. Yeah? Don't stay too long on one point, yeah. It's just, you know, to recollection. It's actually a recollection. What?
Even the feelings and
Whatever feelings, yeah. Because it shows you, you know, when you go through the day, you know, it shows you how these kind of thoughts or memories or dreams, you know, I mean, color your whole perception. That's what we want to understand, yeah?
All right, thank you, Bante. Yes, for let's say for beginners, right?
Yeah?
They're trying to improve their samadhi, right?
Yeah?
Is Kanika samadhi a reasonable target to sort of?
No. People don't really understand what is Kanika Samadhi. Kanika Samadhi is rather difficult to attain. Yeah, we are training. You know, we are training for Upachara Samadhi. Yeah, the moment, you know, thoughts. Yeah, the moment thoughts and memories stop. That's what we're training for. That's why we need the Buddha. Or that's why we need the practice. So whenever. You have to be patient, and that is what the young generation has. They have no patience. Because they're constantly there. No patience. They always have to look, you know, somewhere else. Yeah, this. I mean, when you look at young people, you know, going through their smartphones, I mean, I can't even, I'm so amazed at the speed, you know, I mean,
they're very quick. My sister is very, very quick. She's just like this. She does 4 things at the same time. Ridiculous.
What?
She does 4 things at the same time.
Yeah, and that is not good. I mean, that's why you have problems, you know, when you train samadhi, because so quick it goes out, you know. No, always bring it back, yeah, until there's no more thought and there's no more memory coming up, or hardly any thoughts or hardly any memory, and then you feel safe. You know? That's what we aim for.
Kanika is like the lowest kind of samadhi, right?
No! People don't understand. Kanika is momentary samadhi. And momentary samadhi is actually that you go into apana samadhi, but for a split of a second. And when you come out of this kanika samadhi, then you normally go into upachara samadhi and stay there. So it is very difficult for people who train apana samadhi. Then sometimes they go into kanika samadhi. The one thing that we should aim for, and the easiest one, is upachara samadhi. Yeah. People have a wrong understanding about kanika samadhi. Also, lots of wrong understanding about jhanas and so on.
Now understanding about everything.
Yes. But that is only in the brain, not in the heart. Yeah? They all read it, you know. Of course, you know, in the sutta, at the time of the Lord Buddha. I mean, if you are born at the time of the Lord Buddha, I mean, how many eons of lifetime you must have practiced to be able, you know, and have the opportunity to stay with the Buddha. Yeah. So people were very good at samadhi, and they didn't have smartphones. They didn't have computers to play with, yeah. They didn't have all these, you know. And I mean, even what were these, you know, PlayStations and things like that?
Gaming console.
Gaming control, yeah. I mean, I was. When I was born, you know, I mean, we didn't even had a TV. My father bought a TV when I was 16, and then I wasn't interested in the TV anymore. Because with 16, you're not...
Yes.
You weren't conditioned yet to be addicted to TV.
I mean, yeah, children, you know, I mean, when I was staying in the US, I mean, everybody had a TV in his room, yeah? The little child, you know, the middle child, the older child had all TVs in separate rooms because they wanted to watch different channels, yeah? I didn't. when we played, we played out in the forest, yeah.
Yeah. With other kids.
And then we made up our own games, or we played in the street, ball games, yeah, and made up our own games. So I mean that it's a lot of creativity, yeah.
After a while, parents, I noticed they started getting worried about, oh no, you have like these scratches and all these wounds, and you're gonna get asthma.
That's normal, a kid has to go through these things.
Yeah.
But now it is completely different, yeah. The parents are too much worried about their kids, yeah, that they get this illness or this sickness, yeah.
Some kids even have leashes. I've seen them.
Yeah, for one little, yeah, I mean, these, just like a dog, I mean. Anyway, so, David, do you have a question?
Yeah, one quick one.
Yeah.
I'm curious what your thoughts are about paying our debt back to our parents, and especially if I was curious about ordination,
Yeah.
how much I should get their blessings and just make sure that there's some like transition there from my family and especially my parents.
I mean, ordination is the best thing that can happen for your parents. That's the best thing that you can do for your parents.
Right.
Ordination. But how to pay back the debt is not that you go there and help them. Yeah. It is transferring the merit of your practice with them. Yeah. Because they can take part in it. Just like you transfer money, wireless money, or wire money, yeah. I don't know what it is, yeah. I mean, you just wire some money over there. No, now we wire the merit, yeah. But it's not wireless, I mean, it's a different frequency. So that's how you do it, yeah. I mean, you can do that every day, I mean, you can send some, yeah, I mean, you can send some metta, I mean, you incorporate, or maybe may they take part in the metta, but also into the merit, yeah. They will need it.
Yes.
Yeah? Especially if they are Christians, yeah? Because they believe, I mean, they believe, when they believe in God, they go to heaven, yeah? So,
You have to remember that something might follow.
yeah, I told one of my sisters who started Christianity, I said, you will be amazed when you die. You're not with Jesus, you will be somewhere else. But anyway, they don't believe it. What happened, when my father died, I didn't see him for 10 years, yeah, because he was down in hell, But then he came, yeah, and then he was so happy to get some marriage. Yeah. It's just like money, in other words, yeah. My mother came instantly, When she died, she came instantly. She looked around, for a day, and then she got some married, yeah. And that wasn't enough, yeah? She was a little bit greedy, yeah. When she came back a week ago, give me some. So that is the thing that you can do. And it is, especially, I mean, in this life, there are so many people who can help, yeah. If you have brothers and sisters, they can help them, physically, yeah. But after that, that's where you can help them. Very, very much.
And as far as something like ordination, what type of process might help as far as telling the family and letting them know your intention and trying to make
first of all, make sure that you want it, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah? Once you want it, I mean, you feel a little bit, in the direction, how do they react to that, yeah? Well, what do you think when I become ordained, I mean, you see a strong reaction, I mean, yeah? But they might be okay there from Canada, they might be okay.
I usually go I totally fail the test. No, I'm just joking, I got 55. then they're like, oh no, and then okay, fine. But otherwise, if you
You just say, I'm 55, oh, you're so bad, yeah?
yeah, so I went to Thailand, I became a drug addict. What? No, I just want to get ordained.
I'm addicted. Yeah, but it depends on the parents, you know your parents, how they react. But you for ordination, you have to have the permission of your parents.
Yes.
So you have to ask them, yeah? If they're okay, if they're okay with it. They don't have to say it's good, yeah? They don't have to say it's good, or they say it's great, yeah? But they have to allow it, yeah, in one form or another. My parents didn't think that it was great, yeah? My father said, oh, he's becoming a backup.
What?
A backup.
Oh, okay.
Literally. Asocial, yeah. I said, okay, good. If you think like this, yeah, it's fine. I'm happy.
Yeah, my dad just like.
And my mother said, you go to hell. I said, if hell is that nice, yeah, I'm happy to go to hell.
I got those two comments.
Yeah?
Disappointed in you, you're going to hell.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I told my mother, if hell is that nice, I'm happy to go to hell.
Yeah.
And she was, yeah. But they changed, the moment they see you change, they also change. Yeah? Yeah? After 7 years I came back and they were so happy, Yeah.
Somehow I hope that.
And when I left, my father, ran tears, yeah. I never saw my father crying, but he ran tears, yeah. And my mother got interested, yeah. So it depends on you, yeah. If you don't change, if you just take on the ropes, and don't change inside, they won't change. But if they see you change to something, that really radiates some metta or compassion, yeah. They cannot. There's nothing that can object to you. Yeah.
And
Metta is the only, or compassion is the only way that goes through every person. Yeah. You really get rid of their defenses. And they are very defensive, yeah? Of course, yeah. They're your parents, yeah? They're very defensive, yeah? But the only way how you get through their defenses is having compassion, yeah? Not saying, I have compassion for you. They don't believe that. I really love you. No, they don't believe that. But if if they feel, yeah? And that's how we communicate. We feel. We think we communicate with language, but we don't communicate with language. Yeah. When your mother says something, you know exactly, what she means. Yeah. But if you listen to the words, you don't understand. Yeah. You think this way. Yeah. It's the same thing when you listen to your parents. Yeah. They say something, but it's a completely different thing what they mean.
Yeah.
Because we are not trained, to say what we mean. We are trained to say what is good or what is proper or what is appropriate.
Yeah, a lot of times, I'll find my sisters come to me. This is just a small example.
Yeah.
You might have more subtle examples. But she'll come to me and she'll say, something random about this. And I'll think she's actually talking about it. But she's not.
Yeah.
She just wants some attention. She just wants some, and that's it. And when I see that, then I stop involving myself.
Yeah.
And I just give her what she wants.
She not only wants attention, she feels lonely and she feels disconnected and she wants to connect with you. Yeah?
Oh, man.
So if you give this connection to her,
Then
she will be happy.
Then she lights up then.
But if you react on what she says, yeah, she will be not happy.
Yeah.
Or she will even, argue against you, yeah?
That's hard.
No, it's very easy. The more we go and train ourselves, to be with the heart, yeah?
Step back.
Then we can at any moment, we can communicate with people.
Oh, so that we're not just limiting ourselves to the words that we hear.
That's right.
Just being sent.
I mean, we listen with our heart, and then we then we understand what their heart is telling us. Not what,
I guess there's fear, at least in my
Of course,
case.
there's always fear.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah. No, it's not that we don't want to see that. That there is a fear, that we fail. Yeah? There's a fear that we fail, or that we cannot do it, or that we really don't understand it, and we have to go through this fear. Yeah. I mean, we are there to learn from our mistakes. Yeah? And we are afraid to make mistakes. Huh? If we are afraid to make mistakes, we stay stupid.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah? If we don't learn from our mistakes, then we are extremely stupid. Yeah?
That's
But
the
if we
first
learn
question.
from our mistakes, then we can become smart. Yeah? People are so afraid to make mistakes. Yeah?
Yeah,
They stay stupid. Yeah? They don't learn a thing. Okay?
Oh, cool.
Bye.
All right.
I have two very small questions. I never got the time to ask.
Sorry.
I guess I was too busy making comments. One was around sleep.
Yeah?
I do tend to sleep a lot at night, not in the day. I go straight to walking meditation. But at night I sleep 8-9 hours. I get
So
in
you
bed,
ruin,
and
if
so
you
nice.
sleep 8 hours or 9 hours, you ruin everything what you did the day before.
Oh.
Because you
hours?
wake up, with these, the dream full, your head full of dreams and thoughts and ideas, yeah. And then in the evening, the mind starts to become clear, and then he goes to sleep, and the next day he wakes up with the same mind.
I go to the movie hall and I watch movies for 8 hours. Okay, so how many hours do you recommend?
In the beginning, if you can cut down to at least 6 hours, yeah. When you stay here longer, 5 hours, 4 hours, yeah.
6
4
hours.
hours, yeah.
Okay.
Is that where we really start to go and practice.
Okay. And the second question was when Abhijit was here, he was asking you about control, etc.
Yeah.
And you mentioned when you feel yourself trying to control
Yeah.
the breath or trying to control
But just say
or
relax.
feeling. Yeah. Does that apply to sitting also?
Yeah.
So, and can I open my eyes? If I'm falling asleep, can I open my eyes and say, okay,
Yeah, of course.
this is happening?
Yeah. I said always, if you feel, you're just in a way where you really can't, focus anymore, then open your eyes, sit straight, yeah, and then go back.
So it's not like you have to have your eyes closed for 1 hour. That's not the point.
It's not, of course, it would be good, if you can do that, yeah? With your sati, but, remember, we are training sati, yeah? If the sati is lost, it's useless to close your eyes and sleep, while you're sitting, yeah? Or fall, your head is falling over, yeah?
So often I'll just get layers of thoughts about the same fantasy.
Yeah. Of
About,
course.
I'll tell this person this happened.
Then take, sometimes.
1 hour will just
yeah?
go like that, and with me.
Sometimes, in the beginning, it was so tough, especially if you are mentally, if you have a job that is very mentally active, yeah? So I was sitting there, in some, it's amazing. I took a machine gun, and whoops, whenever there was a thought, shh, yeah? Yeah. And then the masses of thoughts were gone, and then there were the smart thoughts, and with the smart thoughts you have to deal very differently,
different.
because they have bulletproof vests, yeah. Find some sort of, find some sort, that happens, yeah. Just shoot them down, shooting them down is the same as paying no interest to what they are, yeah. Where they come from, what they are, and what they want, yeah. You will sooner or later deal with the ones, that are more tenacious.
They just have layers. They just,
tenacious, yeah.
Okay, I
of
moved
course.
away, it's still there. I moved away, it's still there.
Yeah,
Like that,
because
like-
you're interested. You're still looking if they are there. And then, of course, they are there when you're looking, yeah? Yeah? When you're not interested, they are not there.
Yeah, because the second I bring it back to this, it's completely clear.
Yeah. Yeah,
But I
and
just
that's
can't
where you.
hold that.
Yeah? And that's why we pull it always back.
So frustrating.
Don't get frustrated. Pull it back. Okay, go.